Hey, what's going on, everybody? You're here with our third and final round for Season 6 of Cosmic Crucible. Monday starts the new Season 7, which I'm really excited about. I'll get a video out on the runes as far as the defenses I'll be using and an alternate version of a defense that you can use, so keep an eye out for that video. But for now, let's look at our opponent for today. We are going against Elite Danger, so let's take a look at his TCP and defenses and see how we're going to approach this. So Elite Danger is about 63 million TCP, he's still level 99, but he's got like a 3.3, 3.4 strongest team power, so he has some pretty strong beefy guys at the top of his roster. So I'm not going to really take this guy too lightly. He's obviously around the same rank I am, so he's a pretty good player. But let's take a look at the defenses and see how we're going to take him out. In Stage 1, he has the Secret Defenders with Quicksilver. In Stage 2, he has that Darkhold, and you threw a Ronnin in there, which I found pretty interesting. Stage 3 is the Infinity Watch. Stage 4, he has Black Knight, Apocalypse, Captain America, Red Hulk, and Rogue. Pretty interesting combination of characters right there. Stage 5, he has the full Pegasus team. In Stage 6, he has X-Treme X-Men with Dorn. For Stage 1, I'm going to use the New Warriors. This should take out the Secret Defenders and Quicksilver fairly easy. I can do a lot of turn rewinds and try to get rid of that Quicksilver before he does too much damage to me. At the start of the match, the Ms. Marvel Harlot's going to go first. She's going to use that ultimate, try to do that turn rewind, but my characters will evade it. Gwenpool's then going to use the special. That's going to get rid of the taunt and flip all the buffs on the other side of the field. The Black Cat still had a lot of buffs left, so I'm actually going to target the Photon and use the special, so that we can flip the rest of those buffs off Black Cat. For Deathpool, I'm going to use the special, but I'm going to target the Black Cat, that way it can get some debuffs over onto the Robbie. For Cloak, I'm going to use the ultimate, that's going to get blind on the enemy. And for Dagger, I'm going to target the Robbie and use the special, so I can do some chaining and get some rewinds from the offense downs. Because I did knock the Robbie so low in health, used the special on Deathpool and she actually got killed off. I was lucky enough that Dagger and Firestar still lived. Gwenpool was able to use the ultimate and get rid of the negative effects that were on them. Now it's my Firestar turn, and here I was debating if I should use the ultimate on the Quicksilver, but I actually decided to use the basic on the Robbie. That way I can kill him, because I need to get him gone since he was such a big threat. For Cloak's turn, I use the special on the Quicksilver. I get rid of his buffs. And here I use the Dagger ultimate, and that kills the Quicksilver. And all I have left now is the Scarlet Witch and the Ms. Marvel Harlot, which should be a pretty easy cleanup for my characters. For Stage 2, I'm going to use that Tangled Web, Kestrel, Iron Man Infinity War, and Falcon combo. I'm not really worried about the Ronnin. I don't think he's really going to bring anything that's going to hurt this team, so this should be a pretty quick matchup. As always, for the start of the match, I'm going to target the Agatha and use the 2099 ultimate. I'm going to target the Wong and use the Spider-Weaver ultimate to get the trauma stun on Wong. And here I'm going to target the Morgan Le Fay and use Kestrel's special. That should kill the Ronnin, and you can see that the Agatha almost got killed off from that. For Falcon, I'm going to use that special, get that nice turn meter boost for my team, and I'm going to keep targeted on Morgan and use Iron Man Infinity War special. and that actually killed the Agatha off. I'm going to use the 2099 special on the Wong. The ping killed the Morrigan. So now all I have left is the Wong and the Heartless. So as you see, this is a very easy matchup, and I expect this to go very similar next season. For stage 3, I'm going to use the Venom, Gwenom, Vulture, Mysterio Big Time combo. This just destroys the Infinity Watch. For the start of this matchup, Vulture's going to go first. I'm going to target Nebula and use the special. For Big Time's turn, you want to target the Adam Warlock and use the special. That's going to remove that revive once from him and Nebula. For Gwenom, I'm going to target Nebula and use the special. That's going to get the stun on her. For Mysterio, I use the special as well. That just throws a blind on everybody. And then I'm going to spread that with the Venom. I'm going to switch my targeting over to Phyla-Vell and use the basics from those clones. And here I'm going to use the ultimate from the Vulture that kills the Nebula and does a nice turn rewind to everybody. For Venom, I'm going to target Gamora and use the special that gets the ability block on her. And I use Big Time's ultimate, and that does a nice hit to the entire team, followed by Gwenom using the ultimate. That killed the Phyla-Vell. Adam Warlock is almost dead, but Moondragon has a taunt, so I'm just going to target her. On Mysterio's turn, I use that ultimate. Venom finishes off Moondragon, and here I'm actually going to take down the Gamora first. And that's because if Gamora did take a turn, she would just cleanse all those debuffs. I'm going to switch over to Adam Warlock, finish him off, and now I'm just going to finish off the Gamora. For stage 4, I'm just going to use Cabal with Apocalypse and Super Skrull. I don't need Apocalypse and Super Skrull elsewhere, so I can make sure I get a really good efficiency hit off of this. For the start of the matchup, my Super Skrull is going to go first. I'm going to use the special on the Black Knight. That's going to give them a turn rewind for the Black Knight and the Apocalypse, and I get the exposed mechanic out there on the Black Knight. The Red Hulk does do a turn rewind on my Iron Patriot and the Super Skrull, and then Rogue ended up doing a turn rewind with her special. For Super Skrull's turn, I'm just going to do the basic, and the Apocalypse does break that and throws a stun back at my Super Skrull. I keep targeted on the Apocalypse and I use Namor's special. That does a lot of damage with this Cabal team. For the leader, I'm going to target the Rogue and use the special. That way I can get those 4 hits on her, and that actually killed her. I use Iron Patriot's special, and that follow-up attack from Namor killed the Captain America, and Apocalypse is dead too. So all I have to worry about now is the Black Knight and the Red Hulk, which should be fairly easy with this team. And you saw right there, the Red Hulk basically just killed himself when he hit the Apocalypse. Then my Apocalypse ulted and finished the match. For stage 5, I'm just going to use Masters of Evil. This destroys the Pegasus team, so this should be very quick as well. For the start of the match, Titania is going to target the Rescue and use the ultimate. That's going to put an ability block on her. For Kang's turn, I'm going to target Darkhawk and use the special. That's going to get a nice slow out there on the Kestrel and Iron Man Infinity Warrior, while the follow-up shoots the Darkhawk again. Ultron really doesn't do anything on this matchup. I did the summon, but Kestrel stopped it. Moonstone, I did use the ultimate on Kestrel. That got a nice stun on her. For Titania, I target the Ironheart and use the special. What I'm trying to do is get everybody low enough so when I use Kang's ultimate, it just finishes the match off. So there the Ironheart used the ultimate, didn't really do anything to me. Kang is up, I target the Darkhawk, use the ultimate, and the match is over. For stage 6, I'm going to use the Superior 6 in here. As long as the X-Men hit me, they're going to lose that revive once, so I should be able to do this match fairly good. For the start of the match, the Green Goblin Classic is going to use that ultimate. That's going to do a lot of debuffs to them along with the trauma, and I do a turn rewind. For Lizard, I'm just going to use the ultimate. That's just going to do a nice damage hit to everybody. For Kraven, I'm going to target the Nightcrawler and use the special. For Doc Ock's turn, I'm just going to use the special. I'm going to get that Shocker out there for me. For Spider Slayer, I use the special. The barrier unfortunately does save that Forge. I was hoping that would kill him, but it doesn't. Their Forge does the ultimate. He cleared some debuffs off the Gambit and healed him up. For Shocker, I use the special to get offense up, mainly for the Green Goblin Classic. And there you see the pings from the Green Goblin Classic did kill the Cyclops once. So all of them have lost their first life. I'm going to target Gambit with the Shocker, use the ultimate. Now the Green Goblin Classic's up, I target the Nightcrawler, use the special. That does kill him. Now all I need to really worry about is the Gambit on the side of the field. I use Lizard special, that kills the Cyclops. And here Kraven used the ultimate, and the match is over. And as you see, I did win my third trial with a 50-175 to 49-381. So my opponent looks like they dropped 2 matches during this. However, that did get me into the Masters 1, as you see right here. I'm very excited about that. I hit my main goal that I was shooting out to accomplish when the Season 6 started. Let's take a look at the defenses, though. For Stage 1, I got a 12 and a 16. It was fairly efficient. Losing Deathpool did kind of hurt my score, though. For Stage 2, I got a 20 and a 22. That attack was very efficient, so I think the Ronnin actually hurt them. For Stage 3, I got a 20 and a 14. That's pretty good efficiency, considering it's the Infinity Watch. For Stage 4, I got a 14 and a 23. Cabal is just a ridiculous team, and seeing the damage Apocalypse does on that team is crazy. For Stage 5, I got a 20 and a 23, so that only took 7 turns for me to kill the Pegasus by the time Kang used his ultimate. And for Stage 6, I got a 19 and a 22. This was very efficient as well. As for my defenses, my opponent got a 16 and an 18 into my Unlimited with Phoenix. For Stage 2, my opponent did drop 2 matches. It looks like they tried some Tangled Web, Nova, Omega Red, Emma into my Secret Defenders with Loki and Morgan. Then they end up having to go in with the Superior 6. That got them a 20 and a 25. For Stage 3, my opponent got a 19 and a 9. They used pretty much the same team, but instead of Venom, they used Red Goblin. So the Venom looks like it's a little bit more efficient. For Stage 4, my opponent used their Cabal team. They added in Kang and Titania. This got them an 18 and a 24. For Stage 5, they used their Hive Mind with Vol and Super Skrull. This was into my Extreme X-Men with Jubilee. This got them a 20 and a 22. And for stage 6, they used the new warriors into my hero Asgard with Dorm. This got them a 19 and a 21. And that's a wrap as far as Season 6 goes for Cosmic Crucible. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun this season. There's a whole lot of theory crafting. Every week was a whole new different meta, which was great. I'm also really excited that I made it into Masters 1 right as the season ended. My rank for last season was actually 391, so I actually improved quite a bit. I jumped up about 60 ranks by the time the season ended, so I definitely improved my own game as well. Hopefully I was able to help you guys out on my journey through Season 6. I'm looking forward to the start of Season 7. Again, I'll have a defense video out probably about Saturday or Sunday before the season starts up for what I'm doing and what I think some alternate defenses can be as well, so please keep an eye out for that one. Also, as a favor, if you guys can, please comment below as far as any changes or thoughts about the videos that I've been putting out. I'm very new at this, however, you guys have been really motivating me to put out more content and better quality content, which is why some of these videos take a little bit longer. It takes me quite a while to do like the infographics, which you'll see on my next defense video and Dark Dimension video that I have coming out as well. So let me know as far as what changes you would like in the comments below. And if you can, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. It goes a long ways every time you guys do that. So thanks again. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you next season.